The definition of insanity, as Einstein put it, was doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Of course, when you say it like that, it makes perfect sense, but I've been in times in the past where I've actually done that in my business. Whether it was some kind of marketing strategy which didn't quite work, but I'd seen others do it, so I thought, and it's kind of worked. So I kept doing it, hoping that this time, it'll work better. Of course it didn't. And it's just like when I use this same quote from Einstein towards people when they ask about working with me, or use an example why calorie restrictive diets don't work. Because they only sustain for a short period. You might lose a little bit of weight, but then you get hungry and miserable, and it's unsustainable, and you can't wait for it to go back to normal. And so that's what happens. But then they try it again and again and again and get the same results. You have to break that. And that's what I'm doing with this. I'm tired of not moving forwards and looking back over, when I would look back over like a year before or whenever it was, and seeing that I hadn't actually moved. Might have shuffled a few steps forwards and then one back, but I knew it was because I had a lack of clarity. Clarity with where I wanted to go with my life, truly, because I wasn't being honest. And what I was doing is a concept which I got from my good friend and mentor Geoff Thompson, the concept of difficult, easy. And what I mean by that is this. Difficult, easy is when something might have been a challenge at one stage, but you've done it time and time again. So even though it was still challenging, you knew how to do it. Difficult, easy. And that's almost like being in your own comfort zone. And I've been in my comfort zone quite a lot over the last few years. Not quite knowing where I was going. All my own doing. Or not owning up to the fact that I had to take the next step from difficult, easy, doing the things that are challenging, but I knew how to do them. For example, writing, if I was going to ask you to write the first an article for a national magazine, or jump in on a mat and do some full contact sparring. They're the things I've done, or even speaking in front of an audience. I've done these things, and yes, the first time I did them, it was difficult. Now, yes, they're still challenging, but they're not difficult. They're difficult, easy. I've done it before. I know the map. I know the route. I can do it, and that's what kept me in my comfort zone. Now, I'm striving to look for the difficult. What things am I not moving forwards? And this is when I turned inside. What things am I not doing? What conversations am I not having with my wife, for example, which are difficult. So instead I'll go and do a training session or do something else. Or whether I want to move forward and have the courage to open a new business, but I haven't done it before. And so instead of just trying and seeing, and trying, failing, learning from those failures or lessons and moving forwards again, I have sort of shied away from it. I have 4 books I want to write, all in various stages, but they're not complete. Why is that? Well, it's not difficult, easy, because I would have done it by now. I've wrote dozens of articles I could even pull together to make a book, 3 books, 5 books, but I haven't. So the difficulty isn't in the writing, it's something else. Maybe it's being in front of people, maybe it's getting in front of a huge crowd in a different way, releasing the book. But then I even challenge those, because if I've wrote over 30 articles in one magazine alone over the last 3 years, then really is it that difficult to be in front of somebody in your own book? I don't think so. But the whole concept is looking inside, looking what areas of my life that I am doing things. I've got black belts in multiple styles, but have I put a white belt on, gone to a judo club? No. Why? I can argue all day long it's time, but it's not. It's just something new that I haven't quite gotten to. Now, I like martial arts. I love martial arts. So it's something I will go forwards. But it's not the martial art. It's something else that stopped me. The difficult. So, part of my learning about me is to hunt out, to identify, to expose the difficulties in my life, and then moving forwards despite the challenge, but relish the challenge, embrace the challenge, and have the courage to go inside and do it. Warrior. Until tomorrow. See you later.